Hi, I'm Keandra Pinto.
And I'm Terran Nelson.
And this is Passaic Tech Today.
On today's episode, we'll be talking about an amazing organization called GSA.
A handful of skilled technicians that work at our tech department.
The biggest competition for young producers and directors in the Passaic County Film Festival.
But first, let's take a look at a very special guest that came to visit us here at Tech.
The influence I would like to have on the PCTI students is letting them know that they can become anything they want to be, they could do whatever they want to do, but more importantly, in addition to having a talent, it's still necessary to learn. Education is the key to complete success across the board. And what I mean by that is, when we made our first record, Russell didn't let us make the record until we showed him a diploma. Why? If I can't rock the mic, if I can't play ball no more, if I can't box no more, with a piece of paper that says you know something, and it doesn't have to be like a college degree. It could be gardening, it could be landscaping, it could be computers, it could be baking, it could be like Emerald and all those guys on the Food Channel. So the influence and impression I want to leave here that everything is possible, but nobody's going to babysit you. You got to get out there and work hard to get it. So one guy got it.
Like, it made me want to be more creative, like just spread my ideas to other people, because how he spread the idea of hip hop and culture made me want to do something for our culture.
What I want the students to learn when Mr. McDaniel came in was what the original purpose of rap music was. Within the hip-hop community, there was a specific purpose. In speaking to Mr. McDaniel in my personal life, I realized that he was a pioneer in that field, and he feels that hip-hop has been diluted. And it had a very important message when it first came out. It still has an important message, but somewhat of it is diluted by this thug talk and things like that. I wanted my students to understand what the important message was that he originally wanted to portray when he first started hip-hop music.
Like, genuine guy, and he was really, he was inspirational, and he was, the things he said, I really thought about it, and especially since me, like, I like music and all that, so it's like, kind of gives me goals, and like.
I was very pleased with the assembly, mostly because of the students. Again, you're only going to get out of it what you put into it. The students seemed attentive. The students were polite. They were more than respectful. They were listening. They were responsive. I couldn't have asked for more from my students. For my speaker, he was articulate and he was truthful and he was honest, and that's all I could really ask of him. I didn't tell him much more than just tell the truth. And he told the truth. He told the way he sees it. I was very happy I brought him in. I was very proud of his performance. I was proud of the students' performance. And I think overall it went very well.
My first impression, I came here probably 7 years ago, was the first time when I came to PCTI. And it was more than just another high school. It was like coming on a college campus. What I like about it is all the teachers and all the faculty and all the staff are very, very concerned with the children. And also, PCTI is very hip-hop. They're very innovative, spontaneous, and they are not afraid to do what is necessary to get what is done. So the whole atmosphere here is very powerfully inspiring here at PCTI.
It was nice to see such an important figure such as DMC come here and talk to us.
Yeah, the things he was saying were very inspirational.
You know, the tech department is probably the most helpful group of people here.
Yeah, you're right. Let's see how resourceful they can be.
I think my favorite part about working in the tech department is that we have so many devices, so many pieces of technology that we get to use and we get to learn how to use them and implement them into our environment.
One of my main advices I see that most people kind of don't even look at is how to treat people. You need to learn how to deal with people if you're going to be in this field and you're going to be fixing stuff for other people. That's one of your basic skills. You need to know how to troubleshoot and also how to deal with people.
I think the department is changing on its own. I just want growth for everyone currently in the department, and growth in the sense of hiring more people. I think that that's inevitable, the way that things are going here at Tech as far as how big we're getting as a school physically and the amount of technology that's here. That's a requirement. So that's the change that I want, and that's the change that I think is currently happening.
You know, we just couldn't fit that many people. As we grew, we couldn't fit them all in this office, so we needed to have another location. And I think it was best to have it a little bit separate, so they're closer to the F wing and the FX wing, the Rocco building, and we're a little closer to the other side of the campus. Now there's different responsibilities for the two departments. So up here is what we call network ops. So we handle all the behind the scenes stuff, servers, telephones, infrastructure, internet access, those types of things. And their desktop support, so they handle printers, computers, those types of things. So we have different responsibilities, but we're one department, one big family.
Well, at least I know who to call when my Chromebook isn't working.
Right, they're our own little geek squad.
You know, the PCTI video production class works really hard to make well-produced videos.
And their hard work pays off when they submit their videos into the Passaic County Film Festival.
This year I'm taking a completely different turn on what I'm submitting. I was in pre-production for a while, but I'm finally filming, and soon I'll be done filming the entire thing, and I'll be on post-production, which I'll be editing, and then I'll have it done and posted in 2 weeks.
I'm making a film noir. I plan on entering that either in this year or next year's film festival.
Last year I did this film called Love Language, and it was about pretty much a love interest, and in the end this girl had a disability, and it was really like plot twist, and it was screened at Film Fest. It was placed as a finalist, but it didn't win first, second, or third.
Also, right now I'm working on a type of documentary with another kid in our shop, Chris. So I'm really excited to put those together, and it's really, the documentary is going to be something different, like something I've never made before.
For this film festival, I was stuck on, I was stuck because I didn't have an idea. I was I guess writer's block or something. But now I'm working on a short horror film, but I know I'm going to submit more than one.
So far, my project, which is a music video, to the song Ribs by Lord, it's coming along pretty well. I'm using actors from the acting shop, and basically what it is a video about two kids having fun. So the progress right now, it's steady. You know, I want the progress to be balanced throughout the time that I film it.
Check 1 2, check 2, check 1 2.
I know that all schools, I believe, from Passaic County are entering, and as of competition, I don't really know much about the other schools, but I just do know what my shop's doing.
I've been doing Film Fest for 3 years because I came here as a transfer student my sophomore year. Sophomore year was really different because this was the first time I ever did something like that, so whenever I submitted, I don't really remember what it was, but it didn't really place in anything.
I jot down what I'm going to do one day, and then the next day I jot down what I'm going to do. You know, it's in a very steady, balanced, progress.
Pre-production, the responsibility of pre-production is huge, because if you're not planning things out, if you're not giving the information you need to your actors or the people you're recording, let's say for the documentary, like the piece I'm doing, I know I wouldn't be able to put it together because the stuff I need wouldn't have been planned out earlier. And it's really important that all of it's planned out, so when you actually film it, when you put it together, you know exactly what you get and what you want.
I shot in 2 days. I need 1 more day to go, and I'm kind of new to the whole Final Cut editing system, but I'm working with it and I kind of really like it, so it's coming out pretty good.
Having the responsibility of filming something for the film festival, it really depends on how you view the film festival. Like, for example, me, I take the film festival very seriously. So for me, having the responsibility of making a video for the film festival, it's a very large responsibility. I take it very seriously, I definitely put effort and I dedicate my time to it.
I definitely want to win something this year for Film Festival because it's my last year participating in Film Fest, and I really like the project that I've come up with, and I just hope it comes in at least first, second, or third, definitely finalists. So that's what I'm looking for this year.
I am hoping I win something from the film festival, but if I don't, I'm just glad I had the opportunity to experience what it's like. You know, this year I'm definitely coming into the film festival more focused, you know, more on target, and with more videos, definitely more videos. I'm hoping to place, but if I don't, I'm glad that I was able to experience what I did.
Having to see what your final product looks like at the end and having everything come together the way you want it to is just really awesome. That's like the best part of competing and making your projects and submitting it to the film festival. And then being like a finalist is just even better because you know your work was worth it.
Good job, video production. Make our school proud.
You know what other organization makes our school proud? The GSA.
Yeah, why don't we take a look at this amazing group of students?
Well, I think the GSA is really important, especially for our school. We're a very diverse school. We have a large population, and I think that we need to demonstrate that there are so many different types of people that we all need to get along, and we all need to try to understand one another, and we all need to accept one another, and that's really what I'm hoping the students in GSA will get.
They're collecting ID numbers because, you know, we want to...
My involvement is, it's a little bit limited. I'm not an official advisor, although I work closely with Mr. Capello. Basically, I'm there for the students to talk to, should they need anybody to talk to. As a gay man, I think that it's also important that I act as a role model for the students so that they can see that we're here, we're present, we work, we live, we have loves, we have sadness, we have the same as everyone else. So I'm hoping that that's what my involvement does with the GSA.
And where do you think the GSA will go?
Where do I think the GSA will go? I'm absolutely amazed at the number of students that have started to come on a regular basis. Anywhere from 75 to 125 students. So I think the sky's the limit. I think that our GSA could be a role model for other GSAs. As a matter of fact, I know that Clifton is looking to our GSA as a role model and as a system that they want to try to incorporate in their high school as well.
Nope.
I think that the GSA is a great example of people, and it teaches kids not to be so narrow-minded and to broaden their horizons and not be afraid to be open to other people and their beliefs. I found out about it in tech, like our specific club, but I learned so much stuff that I didn't even know about, and it really shows you all the different aspects and how different people live and what they think and who they are, and I think it's great. I hope to gain more knowledge about people and how they live and what their beliefs are, so that way I could pass it on to other people so people wouldn't be so judgmental and cruel.
The way I learned about GSA is my best friend in freshman year told me about it, and I didn't really think anything of it. I would go to quarters every weekend, and I'd have to stay after school for that, and the bus ride home was always so long. I was always the last person. So I didn't like staying after for clubs, but eventually, I think nearing the middle of last year, I actually joined, and I really liked it. I didn't mind staying after for it because of the stuff they taught and the things that they helped people to understand was actually a really great feeling. And when I actually decided to join, I was happier.
And so, we're trying to get a law passed in New Jersey. So in New Jersey, lobbying, we're going and talking to politicians and asking them to do things. So that's actually a lot of it, right? So that like, in order to make sure people have protections, in order to make sure that like people know to like, make sure you can't fire someone for being gay or being transgender, to make sure that you have to give everybody the same educational opportunities regardless of being gay, straight, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, whatever identity you want. We need laws on the books to say like, hey, you have to do that.
Hi, I'm Mr. Capello, and I'm the advisor to the Gay Straight Alliance at Passaic County Tech. I've been the advisor for about 9 years now. We started in 2006, it's now 2015. So we've been around a while. I didn't start it for me, I started it for my students. There were a number of students who felt a need for a voice. And so what we did was we put together a Gay Straight Alliance. You don't have to be gay, you don't have to be straight, you just have to want to be a part of what is right with the world. And it doesn't matter who you love, it doesn't matter how you love, it just matters that you do. So that's where our Gay Straight Alliance comes in. And each year we get bigger, and each year we get stronger, and each year our voice is heard. And we have a big meeting today, and I'm hoping that a new voice is heard. So that's about it. Thank you.
I'm glad we have a group like GSA that helps spread diversity in the school.
Yeah, we're really thankful for you. But sadly, our show has come to an end.
Well, I hope you liked this episode of Passaic Tech Today.
I'm Keandra Pinto.
And I'm Terrain Nelson.
See you guys next time. My hair was like right here. I'm like...
Can't even feel my toes.
Passaic County Film Festival, Passaic County Film Festival, Passaic.
You don't have headphones on, so how do you know you're hearing proper stuff?
But first, let's take a what?
You're getting it in the shot.
A handful of skid. What?
All right, let's go. This is really cold, man. Who said we gotta do it outside?
Which is called the 14th.
All right, come on, kids.
All right, come on, let's just get it over with.
On today's episode, we're talking about a skilled organization called, it says skilled. Yeah, I know.
Hi, I'm Keandra Pinto.
Wow.
Wow. That sucked, actually.
Wow.
That was awful.
That was so awful. That was the awful comeback I have ever said in my life.
Yeah, a lot of buses are gonna be coming through.
All right.
That's because you're like from Alaska. Like
a handful of skilled technicians that work at our tech department.
All right, come on.
Actually, I don't know the other parts.
On today's episode, we're talking about amazing
which is the
11.
It's the 11.
Submit their videos into the Passaic County Technical Institute.